Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 6 in the raw renovation, and in today's video we're going to be filling up the system and hopefully putting down the shower tray. Right, some essential things we need today when we're filling up. So for those of you that don't know, most of the pipework is staying. It's the original low pressure pipework. It is all copper and it does look fine, but just in case you have any problems, I've got a multitude of buckets, loads of blue roll, black sacks, wet vac, or a couple of wet vacs, and we've got hoses already set up and all drain off, so if there's any emergencies we'll be able to sort it out pretty quick. So when you're converting over from low pressure to high pressure, you need to check the electric showers if there is any. So this is a prime example of something that I've missed. This shower here is hot and cold feed. It only works on low pressure, so unfortunately I'll need to disconnect it and cut those pipes in the meantime. So problem that leaves us with is this bathroom is supposed to be remaining for the time being, but it's going to leave the client without a shower, so hopefully the bath will be suffice. So I just cut those pipes there, and for some reason it was still full of pressure and I've got absolutely soaked. First soaking of the day. Right in the crotch. Okay, so we've got the cold water main on now and we've tested the balance cold, which seems to be okay. So for those of you who watched the last part, we've got the balance cold isolation valve here and we've also got one up in the loft. So always check it in stages. So we open up each individual lever valve separately. So from this one we then opened up the one in the loft and we've just filled up the bathrooms. It all looks good so far. So the only slightly disappointing thing is our pressure. So our standard pressure is only just over 2 bars. So I was hoping it was going to be more like 3. So this pressure reducing valve's gonna have an easy life. So depending on the flow rate we get, I might end up putting a charger pump up here somewhere, but we won't really know until it's all operational, and it's something that I can add in at a later date. So we've just let the unvented cylinder pressurise a little bit, and now I'm just going to open up the hot water, and yeah, hopefully that'll be okay. So crack it there, and I've got this outlet open over here. Okay, so we've got the hot and cold filled up now, and I'm about to fill up the accumulator. So touch wood, so far we've only had a leak on that shower I installed on a compression fitting, so I've just nipped that up and that seems all good. So I'm just going to get this opened up now. Just make sure this section's okay. So once we've done this, we can move on to the central heating. I'm just using a pair of grips because bloody stiff this is. Nope. Spanner, more appropriate. There we go. So technically this shouldn't really increase the bar, so it should just give us a better flow rate, so the pipework should still be okay with this operational. Okay, so we are back in the first floor bathroom now, and the system's all full up, so we're good to put the tray in. First thing I've got to do is just get this plyboard primed, so just got some primer in here, mix that with a bit of water, and we can get it on there, and then once that's dry, mark all the joists out and get our tray in. So we've got the board all primed now, and the reason you do that is because if you don't, the moisture from the tile adhesive will suck into the board and you'll just lose adhesion to the tray and it'll just come loose. So make sure you prime it first. We've just got to mark it up now where the pipes are and the joists are, and then we can get it all screwed down. So before you screw the board down underneath and you put any tile adhesive on, it's best to get your trap hole marked and cut out, and also put your levels across, and then you can see if the joists are out at all and if you need to pack it out or add a lot of tile adhesive on one side of the tray. But this one looks pretty good, and we've also had it designed so the shower waste is on this side, so we can access it here, so it's quite a simple install. Boards are screwed down now, and you can see where the zigzags are marked where the pipes are, just to make sure I don't screw through them. And the trap hole's cut out, and you can see you've already got the waste pipe in, so it's always good to get your trap on the shower tray and get some silicone round here. So ultimately, that's, if ever it's going to leak, it's just going to leak between the rubber and the shower tray itself. So if you can get to it, it's worth putting some silicone on it now, and then you'll never have a problem in the future. The next step is to mix up your flexible tile adhesive, so that's what we prefer to use rather than sand cement, so you can get a flusher fit to the floor, so it's a bit more low profile. And then yeah, just get it down. So obviously once your primer's dried, get the tile adhesive down. I like to use a 10mm tile trowel, and then if the floor is really out of level, we can use packers and a bit more adhesive either side to prop it up. But this floor looks really good, so it should be a case of just getting the tile adhesive down with a trowel and putting a tray in.
Sure. The money shot. I have to turn the light off.
Okay, so we've just bed the tray down now on tile adhesive, so use a 10mm trowel and just put a 10mm bead all the way through, so the floor's pretty level here. I just jack it up slightly one side, and yeah, because we've got the access here, it's simple enough for us to just put the waste on. So one thing you do need to remember is make sure you peel back that film on the edges, otherwise it's a pain in the arse when they come to tile it and put the boards on. Okay, so we've got all essential heating full up now. What we've done is we've isolated all the radiators, so it's just the pipework we're testing, but it's been holding at 2 bar for a good couple of hours now, and yeah, all really happy with it. Everything seems to be okay, so yeah, another job done.